know that we will have a few more of our students and faculty join us, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brianna McManus. I'm one of the college admins here at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide College of Arts and Sciences, and I would love to welcome you to our Spring 2023 Convocation. Thank you very much for joining us, and this session will be recorded, as you guys just got a notification. So if everyone could just use proper etiquette and just make sure your mics are muted so that no audio frequencies might disrupt our speakers today. But I would like to welcome you and thank you once again for joining us. To kick things off, if you are a current or potential Embry-Riddle student, feel free to enter your name, degree plan, or program, and where you're located. Also, your preferred email address, because we are running a raffle today, so you have a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card, so that's so much fun. Keep an eye out in the chat. If you are a winner, you will be announced within the chat. That'll be monitored during this convocation, and the email, the gift cards will be emailed to you after the convocation ends. So again, feel free to put in your information in the chat, and hopefully you get to win $25. So today we will be discussing our academic degree and course offerings, upcoming engagement opportunities with federal agencies, study abroad programs, new and continuing internships, and study success programs. Also, you'll be getting a refresher on various student success services and also new opportunities to engage with your online college. And I'm very excited for our faculty members that we do have here today that will be luckily sharing a lot of helpful information for our students. And with that, I would love to give the floor to our College of Arts and Sciences Dean, Dr. Alexander Siedschlag.
Thank you. Welcome all. Thanks, Brianna. Thanks, everybody, for making the time. I hope you'll find this useful. This is the second time we are doing that now. So we started in fall, and what convocation really means from Latin, convocare, call together. It's really an all call. We want to say thank you for being our students. We know you have a choice when it comes to education. Also, there is a lot of online education offerings out there, also for degree programs. So you made a conscious choice to select us. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, in particular, then education through the worldwide campus of our university. We appreciate that. And I also would like to give our chancellor's greetings to you. The chancellor was scheduled to speak to you for a moment today, but as you can imagine, with 25,000 students of our campus, a lot of things going on. Our chancellor is a very busy man, so he forwards his apologies that he had a scheduling conflict and can't make it. But I know that one thing he would say, was he able to talk to you right now, is that at Embry-Riddle Worldwide, we're really proud to make an effort to bring education to wherever you are, geographically, including time zone, in your job, in your profession, in your life. And this is really the difference that we try to make, to offer you that academic transformation, picking you up where you are. And as you may be aware or not be aware, we are Embry-Riddle Worldwide and online. So that means, obviously, we deliver online programs, but we also have sites. We have mini campuses, non-residential mini campuses, sometimes some are even not so many, as we refer to them. So at least, 150 locations roughly across the United States. Many of them are military bases, but then also quite a couple of them overseas. So we are also looking into ways of, after COVID, bringing back a couple of mixed or hybrid offerings. And also, in the future, we're going to invite you to take some programs if you want to, or some courses at select sites if those are in your vicinity. And this is what you want to do, so add a little bit, brick and mortar experience to it. You don't have to, but that's an additional option that already exists to some of our students, in particular in the general education program right now, but we are going to expand on that. So this is very important. So at Embry-Riddle Worldwide, we really pick you up. We meet you where you are, geographically, philosophically, professionally. And we make this, or we try to make this accessible in the broadest sense of the word to you. So thank you for being our students. So if you are in our general education program, you are one of all of those 25,000 students that actually go through our college at some point in their career, because we at the College of Arts and Sciences are proud to be the general education program provider for all of you, for all of our students here. But most likely you are also a major already in our college. And if you are not, we hope we can encourage you to become one. So we have a couple of undergraduate programs, but we also currently have 3 graduate programs. And if you are an undergraduate student that is who is considering continuing their academic career with us after they graduate with a bachelor's, I would obviously like to take this opportunity, and don't go away. This is not a marketing show, but I would like to obviously take this opportunity to point out a particular offering that we have for those who are already our students, undergraduate students, and are considering us for their master's education as well. We have a tailored virtual open house coming up. We developed that, and it's on January, so later this month, January 27th. We developed that just for you. And it's not your typical virtual information session, which is very useful there through our student recruitment office. This is from us, from your college, if you are interested in continuing your education with us at the graduate level. The link to the registration form is on the chat, so I would be excited if you were excited and if we saw you there. We also recently updated our vision and mission statement. It's on the website. So obviously, I hope that you know that your college is also quite present virtually on different channels. So we have obviously we have an official website, and the link that I posted takes you to our vision and mission statement. Our mission, as we see it right now and for the future, is really that we, as the Embry-Riddle Worldwide College of Arts and Sciences, develop and support career-ready graduates and advance all students to be lifelong learners and leaders in their professional disciplines. Very important to us. So this thorough academic foundation, but then also the not only just employable graduates, but career-ready graduates. So we make sure that we equip you to be leaders advancing your fields, either if you are already in that profession or if you are just, getting ready to enter the workforce as you graduate. Very important. And then in our academic degree programs, we focus on applied studies that implement state-of-the-art curriculum to educate students for long-term success in their profession. Also very important. And we have a couple of student support components in place, and those will be introduced if you don't know them yet. If you know them already, you will be updated on what they are doing in a few moments. But what I am trying to do is also cultivate a little bit of a virtual student community. And we have a closed LinkedIn group in development that I hope to be able to develop into a little bit of a multidisciplinary student chat room, not as an alternative advising space, but as a communication space, because we have our advising and student success components. So if you are interested in joining that group and try it out, there's the link in the chat as well. We are currently known for what we do, but in particular, we are proud of being leaders in general education and then also in humanistic STEM and other things. But in addition to that, we also want to be a destination college known for what we do in our graduate studies, therefore this emphasis. And then also in our minors, where we also already enable and support student research. For example, I was happy to be able to fund one of our students, actually that student happens to be out of one of our graduate programs, to go to a conference where the student presented competitively, submitted for a presentation, was accepted, and now is an opportunity to present their capstone research paper at a national conference. I actually just did that as we speak a couple of days ago. So very, very important, and we are proud, and I'm happy to have funds and resources available to support that. But what we really want to become, and that's our vision statement, is to be a destination college for multidisciplinary studies and impactful collaborative research, including student research, as well as continue to be a national leader in general education, developing opportunities for our diverse student population to fulfill their educational goals and become responsible global citizens. We have a couple of focus areas. I mentioned STEM, and we have also a strategy of developing trailblazing minors. We have a new humanistic STEM minor. We are working on a data science minor, and we are building an engagement space with industry and government in security and resilience out of our comprehensive competence in security studies and safety studies. And there is a new speaker series, and that's the last item I'm going to post, no worries, about on Resilience Reimagined. And I am proud to kick that off next month. And this is the link that pops up in the chat right now for the Eventbrite registration for this with Christian Marone, who, number one, is the current Executive Vice President of Lockheed Martin for Government Relations. Very adequate, you know, for an aeronautical university to kick off that series with such a speaker. But he is also a former Chief of Staff of the US Department of Homeland Security. Also very important, as we have a couple of security and Homeland Security and emergency management, emergency services related programs. And as you may know, while Homeland Security is a little older, the actual US Department of Homeland Security, or DHS, is approaching its 20th birthday, because it was legally established, or it started operations on the 1st of March 2003. So 1st of March this year, that department is going to celebrate its 20th birthday. So, and therefore, Christian Marone is going to be an excellent speaker to look back on, you know, resilience as part of the national preparedness goal, but then also resilience in the aerospace industry. So very important. Let me point that out. So we are really happy that you are our students. We want to welcome you. We want to appreciate you, but we also want to give you some tangible updates out of our various components. So let me, although I could obviously, as you are witnessing, I could go on and on, but I don't want to do that. I want to yield back to our moderator, Brianna. I'll stay around. Also, if you have any questions for me on the chat, we also want to be we want to have a little track where we can be interactive. You know, feel free to reach out on the chat. And I am looking forward to staying with you now as our colleagues, whose time and contribution I appreciate. I want to say thank you as well to our colleagues, as well as our students for attending, and our colleagues for presenting, as they acquaint you with the great things that are going in our various shop within the college, but then also within the campus. And with that, really back to you, Brianna. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Siedschlag. That was a beautiful and very uplifting message. So I'm sure the students appreciate it. Thank you once again. And with that, I will actually go ahead and introduce the Dean of Students, Pablo Alvarez. So Pablo, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Brianna. I'll go ahead and share my screen here. I can get confirmation from someone when you can see it.
Can see it.
Okay, I'm getting my cam. There we go. All right, my name is Pablo Alvarez. As Brianna mentioned, I'm the Dean of Students for Embry-Riddle Worldwide, and I have the opportunity to greet you all here today and share with you a little bit about who we are and what we do. And I'll start off with our mission statement. Our mission at the Dean of Students Office is to support students in pursuit of their academic and professional endeavors. We safeguard an inclusive global community, and we inspire affinity for the university. And we accomplish this by providing students connection with a variety of services. We provide course accommodations for any student that has a documented disability. We also provide access to something known as the Ombudsman. It's an entirely confidential email account that students can use to email us and ask pretty much anything that they have questions about, whether it's policy or something about the university. And then once we respond, we erase the history of the email. I'll talk about e-union in a little bit, but I do want to share that we provide students with access to the Alpha Sigma Lambda National Honor Society, We provide study abroad opportunities or connect students with the study abroad opportunities provided by the colleges. What's unique about our programs is that they're tailored to our demographic and our community of learners. We obviously manage and comply with the federal Title IX requirements and also provide our students access to a virtual wellness center, which I'll also talk about in a little bit. There are three particular forms I want to make sure students are aware of. Obviously, the course accommodation form, but we have a student grievance form. If you ever encounter perhaps a situation with a faculty or staff member or something happens that is concerning to you, you're welcome to file a student grievance form. This form is important because it provides our office with the leverage necessary to conduct an investigation for you and provide a resolution. We also provide an absence verification form for any student who's absent for 3 or more days and misses an assignment during that time. You can file this form, and what this form does is it allows us to work with the faculty to see if the option exists to provide you additional time to submit whatever assignment was missed. There is one form I want to make sure students are aware of that faculty and staff can submit. It's called a student of concern form. This can be used to perhaps you go radio silent and become worried about your well-being. A faculty or staff member can file this, and then it allows us to just reach out and make sure that you're okay. It also can be used if a student violates the code of conduct. At Embry-Riddle Worldwide, our office manages the code of conduct for students, and I really encourage you to take a time to look at it. It's about 1.5 pages long, but it details what our expectations are from our students. I mentioned the virtual wellness, so I'm going to jump right into that. This is an entirely free and confidential service that we offer students. It allows students to connect with, first of all, it's a free and confidential mental health and well-being resource. And it allows students to connect with a licensed therapist or counselor to find the help that they need, or it gives students access to resources that they can use also whenever they need it. This is entirely free to utilize. You just go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store and download the My SSP app. We also are a member of the Federal Workforce Recruitment Program, and this is exciting because under this initiative, students can apply usually around October to be added to a database that hundreds of employers, both private and federal, use that are actively recruiting anybody with a disability. We also have a student government association. The elections are actually taking place soon on March 1. I really encourage all of you to go to the ERNI Student Government Association page, learn about what the student government is doing, learn how you can get involved. And I encourage, again, everybody to do their research and vote on March 1 for the next president, vice president, and treasurer. I mentioned e-union earlier. What's so cool about e-union, as Dr. Siedschlag also mentioned, trying to connect students in a virtual community or a space outside of Canvas, e-union also provides students that opportunity to do that. It is a place outside of Canvas where you can meet other students, meet faculty and staff. You can also join clubs or organizations, or just stay up to date on current topics that are happening at Worldwide. And lastly, because there's so much that I want to share with you, but I know there's quite a few of us here today that want to also speak to you. I do want to just end with showing you our ERNI Dean of Students page. You can find all of this information that I've shared with you and so much more. If you go to the Dean of Students Worldwide ERNI page, whenever you have some time. And of course, if you have any questions, you're always welcome to email me and reach out. So that is my part, Brianna.
Thank you so much, Pablo. And as always, absolutely amazing and very, very informative. Thank you again for joining us. I appreciate it.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, as Pablo had mentioned, obviously we have a lot of resources, and also as Dr. Siedschlag had mentioned as well, we have wonderful programs here that are definitely going to meet some or all of your interest. The faculty are wonderful, and I'm incredibly excited to have you all meet them and listen to what they have to offer. And again, please feel free to enter any questions you might have into the chat, and our faculty and also our other moderators will be on hand to try to answer them as quickly as they can. If not, we also are holding a live Q&A session after this. So if there are any unanswered questions, we can go ahead and ask at that time, but please feel free. And I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen. There we go. So with that being said, speaking of departments, I would like to now introduce Dr. Deborah Bordeaux, our Associate Dean for Student Success and Academics and the Department Chair of Humanities and Communication, to take the floor, please.
Thanks. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? So I am the Associate Dean for Student Success and Academics, which means that I oversee a number of the awesome student success initiatives that you'll hear about tonight, including Pathways and its various workshops that will help you Compass, our student mentoring program, and Equates, our new program that will help you with your math courses. I also oversee, you heard the Dean talk about Humanistic STEM. That is one of my projects. It is a blend of humanities and STEM to get you the tech skills you need, along with the other skills that employers are saying that they want in graduates, such as good communication skills and critical thinking skills and creative problem solving and all of those things. We have an HSTEM, a new HSTEM minor, as well as several HSTEM courses, so feel free to email me if you're interested in that. But I also wanted to talk to you tonight about our first ever College of Arts and Sciences Study Abroad program that I am leading with Dr. Tanya Corbin in the Department of Security and Emergency Services. Study abroad, the program will take place in 2 parts. You can do either or both of these parts in June. The first part will go to several cities in Belgium as well as Frankfurt. And the second part will go to Munich, Salzburg, and Vienna. You can take a number of different course options, including your upper and or lower level humanities courses that will fill that spot in your general education program, as well as Homeland Security, or for graduate students, a course that will fulfill one of your options in the Masters of Human Security and Resilience. Brianna is putting the website for the study abroad programs in the chat. Any questions about that at all, feel free to email me or Dr. Corbin. Either of us will be glad to talk with you about any of the options there. I think like I said, it's a 2+2 program. You could do the first 2 weeks, the second 2 weeks, or all 4 weeks. Come hang out with us for all 4 weeks this summer. Putting on my other hat, I'm currently chair of Humanities and Communication. And that means I oversee any course that has an ENLG, I don't even know, ENGL prefix, humanities courses, so HUMN courses, speech, and communication courses. So any of those classes that you take come under my purview. And with that said, I'd like to introduce my program chair for the Bachelor of Science in Communication, Dr. Alex Reister, who will talk to you a little bit about that program.
Thank you. So I just put a couple of things in the chat box for you. The first is a flyer, and the second is a link. Oh, thank you, Brianna. Brianna did it too. So I'd like to talk with you for just a second about our Bachelor of Science in Communication. And so if you are the student who has a passion for science and technology and communication, we really think that this degree is a perfect fit for you. And so in the degree program, you'll get a foundation in communication. And so you'll take courses like public relations, mass communication law, nonverbal communication. And in addition to that foundation in communication, you'll also get a foundation in aviation, science, and technology, which is what makes our degree so unique. And then you'll also have the opportunity as a student in this degree program to select a minor that really complements your future career goals. And of course, we have options that you see on your screen, but there are also options like aviation management or international relations or marketing that might work well for what you're hoping to get out of the future of your career. And so after graduation with a Bachelor of Science in Communication degree, you'll be really well positioned for jobs that communicate scientific and technical information across a wide variety of communication mediums from print to digital. And if you have any questions at all about our degree, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Reister and Dr. Bordeaux. I definitely appreciate you guys. Next up, we have Dr. Shelley Wisenhant, the Department Chair of Behavioral and Social Sciences.
Well, thank you, Brianna, and welcome everyone. I am Shelley Wisenant. I am the interim chair for the Department of Behavioral and Social Sciences, and our department manages undergraduate courses in the areas of economics, history, government, psychology, sociology, and research. And our department also manages some undergraduate minor programs. We have one in economics, we have one in industrial and organizational psychology, we have one in international relations, and finally one in military science. And these minor programs offer you a really great opportunity to expand your skills and knowledge in ways that complement your main program of study. And two of our minors, the industrial organizational psychology minor, as well as the military science minor, actually include several optional courses that also fulfill course requirements in specific degree programs. So in essence, giving you kind of a 2-for-1 bang for buck there. And our department also offers both a certificate and a Master of Science in Human Factors. And I will turn it over to the program chair, Dr. Dennis Vincenzi, to give you some information about these programs.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Vincenzi, Dennis Vincenzi. I run the Master of Science in Human Factors program here at Embry-Riddle Worldwide in the College of Arts and Sciences. And I do that along with my associate chair, Dr. Catherine Moran. She's online somewhere. I'm sure she can wave to you. But I just wanted to talk for a second about the Human Factors program. A lot of people have heard the term, they're familiar with it, maybe in their employment. They've heard a lot of these things that we talk about in the various courses. But many people have a misconception about human factors and that it's only aviation related, but that's not the fact. That's not true. Human factors touches everything that deals with humans and machinery, humans and interfaces, computers, cell phones, aviation displays. I mean, you name it. If a human and a computer or a human and a machine are involved in it, we cover it. We're part of the design of that display. Human factors is multidisciplinary. It overlaps psychology, physiology, engineering, anthropometry, biomechanics, interface design, user experience, VR, AR, simulation training, a lot of other areas as well. The focus of the industries that we cover, or people that come to our programs are employed or can get employment after they graduate, are civilian and military aviation, aerospace, any mode of transportation, anything to do with automation, robotics, unmanned systems, medical is a big one now. The medical field has really embraced human factors and used it for training, simulation, and all sorts of things. So any industry that takes that deals with humans and machines, we cover that. We can offer some good information about that. Something a little bit about our program. Our courses are 100% online, which means that you can take these courses anywhere at any time at your convenience. They're 9-week terms. If you follow a program that we have laid out, typically takes about 2 years to complete for most programs. The courses are taught by terminally degreed faculty with extensive experience in the field. Me, for example, I worked for the Navy for 10 years developing training systems and simulation systems. So I have a lot of knowledge that I can offer the students when they come to our program. We have 2 branches right now. We have what we call a specialist cognate, and we have a research cognate. They're both, one is 30 credits. The other one, the research cognate, is 33. And the only difference between the two basically is that the research cognate has an emphasis on research. So we have a thesis in the research cognate, 2 thesis courses for 3 credits each. We also have 2 statistics and research courses that we offer. Other than that, the programs are very similar. We've got human factors content, research methods and analysis, statistical analysis, and research. That's about it. I mean, I could go on and on. You can't cover human factors in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, but If anybody needs any information, I'm sure we can, you can contact the people on this telecon, get my email, Dr. Moran's email, and we can answer any question that you have. And thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Dennis. So that's it from the Department of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Brianna, back to you.
You're muted, Brianna. You're muted.
Thank you. Thank you to the both of you once again. Super sorry. Love technology. I now invite Dr. Karen Keene, the Department Chair of Mathematics, Science, and Technology.
Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. It's nice to see so many people here. And I only could do that, Brianna, because I had my finger right on the mute button, get it off. So
Thank you very much. Thank you.
that works. I'm currently in my third year as the department chair for mathematics, science, and technology. We teach all of this, most of the general education courses that are in those areas. So I guess we teach all of the general education that is in those areas. The course, the disciplines we cover is computer science, environmental science, physical science, and physical science would include physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and statistics. So I would guess that all of you in some way or another will have to take some courses in our department. And we enjoy teaching the basics with the general education competencies thrown in with the disciplines and the content of the areas that you're interested in or that you need to take to get ready for your majors. We have 4 minors: applied meteorology, environmental science, mathematics, and military studies. And so currently we have those 4 minors. We're working on another one, as the dean mentioned, in data science. We have 1 bachelor's degree, and I am going to turn it over to Dr. Bobby McMasters, who's going to talk a little bit about our Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. Bobby?
Thank you, Dr. Keene. I appreciate it very much. Interdisciplinary studies allows students to pursue 2 academic minors. Most of our students currently enrolled in interdisciplinary studies pursue a combination of engineering science, project management, logistics and supply chain management, aviation maintenance, and so on. There are 3 reasons to consider interdisciplinary studies. The first one is transfer credit. If you have, as a student, a history of studying at multiple colleges or universities and have many hours of credit already earned, interdisciplinary studies allows you to build on where you have been. That credit transfers into our degree program. The second reason to consider interdisciplinary studies is the United States Space Force and Air Force Air University Associates to Bachelor's Cooperative. This allows military member students with any AFSC, Air Force Specialty Code, to transfer 60 credit hours from their community college of the Air Force degree into our program, requiring typically only 60 additional hours of earned Embry-Riddle credit for the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. The third reason to consider interdisciplinary studies is the military studies minor, which is unique to our degree. Military studies allows students to transfer earned military science credit from courses taken as an enlisted military member in the United States Army, Navy, Marine Corps, or Coast Guard. We can transfer earned academic credit, ACE, American Council of Education approved courses, up to 21 hours into the military studies minor. Again, unique to interdisciplinary studies. And what interdisciplinary studies does is allow students to customize coursework so that if they want to pursue upon retirement or separation, a DOD, a DOE, or a civilian contractor job after the military, then they have a better chance of meeting requirements imposed by these organizations. Questions to either myself or Dr. John Griffith. We are more than pleased to help answer any questions. I see Robin Lother is also on she's our favorite academic advisor, and she is very knowledgeable about the degree program. So please either ask Dr. Griffith, myself, or Ms. Lother if there are any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. I do want to make one mention, not that you won't figure this out on your own if you need to, but on the slide, the military studies and military science are reversed. So we have the minor military studies and the humanities and communications. No, somebody else has the other. I guess.
That's us.
That's you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are also reversed on the left. So that was it. Yeah. The Department of Behavior and Social Sciences. Okay. Thank you very much. And back to you, Brianna.
Thank you so much, Dr. McMasters and Dr. Keene. And also thank you very much for that correction and clarifying for the students. That way they don't get confused. So much appreciated. But last but not least, I would like to welcome Dr. Tanya Corbin, our Department Chair for Security and Emergency Services, and her crew. So Dr. Corbin.
Thanks, Brianna. Hi, everybody. I'm the Department Chair for Security and Emergency Services here. And I put my email in the chat earlier, so in case you have questions about the study abroad, and you can reach out to me with Homeland Security questions for study abroad, or if you hear from our esteemed colleagues and you find you have questions, you can reach out to me and I can connect you with them, or you can reach out to them directly. But tonight we're going to hear from Dr. Ray Chang, and he's going to actually cover our Bachelor's in Emergency Services and our Master's in Emergency Services programs. And we're going to hear from Dr. Jihan Eidener, and he is our Homeland Security Program Chair, as well as our Associate Chair in my department. And then last but definitely not least, we'll hear from Dr. Courtney Tan, and she is our Program Chair for the Master's Program in Human Security and Resilience. So hopefully you'll consider them for second majors, minors, master's programs, 4+1s. And I'll turn it over, I think, first to Dr. Ray Chang. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. So again, I'm a program chair for the Masters of Security and Emergency Services program. Because Dr. Joe Billion is on conference, so I'm helping him to introduce the BSES, Bachelor of Science in Emergency Services. So basically, in the bachelor's level, we equip our students everything you need to learn to work in the emergency services, which includes like a community risk analysis and also other things about like a fire service administration or fire dynamics. And we also have some elective course talking about the emergency management, but it's all for the like a entry level for our undergraduate students. And for the program, the master's program in the emergency services, so we focus on advancing the knowledge. So what will you need if you work in the emergency services, once you want to get a promotion, what else can you learn, right? So in the master's level, we provide some courses. For example, like the crisis emergency risk communication, like the psychological issues among emergency services personnel, and also the statistic course, which is very important if in the future you want to get promotion or you want to get talk about the numbers, about the data, statistic is something you cannot miss. So anyway, this is a very brief introduction for the BSES, and MSES. But the good thing is you can take them both together. So we have the 4+1 program, which means you spend 4 years to complete your BSES, then you spend 1 additional year in the MSES, then you can get your bachelor's and the master's degree all together. Okay, so one last thing, but not the least, is in our master's MSES program. Before you graduate from this program, you need to complete a research project, which we say the capstone paper. So you can work with a faculty member, and you can select your topic. Then the faculty member will guide you through the process. So for me, it's more like a research tutoring class. So you will have a very unique experience working with a faculty member on completing a research paper. So that's it. And I will type my email address on the chat box. So anytime, if you have any questions on the BSES or MSES or the 4+1 program, welcome to reach out to me. So thank you very much. And I will hand to Sihan, who is a program chair for the Homeland Security program. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, great to see many students here. I'm the program chair of Homeland Security. As you maybe know, we are one of the very first in the nation in Homeland Security programs, and our program has specialized tracks in emergency management, terrorism studies, or cybersecurity. And our current recruitment rates are 100%. So as you know, there are many opportunities for Homeland Security graduates in industry, in government, in non-governmental organizations. So we offer many things. I'm also providing a detailed information and PowerPoint to chat box. You can also find my email here. If you have any question, we can take a Zoom call, and I would like to reply your questions. Now I'm turning out to Courtney.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Courtney Tan. I am the program chair of the MS in Human Security and Resilience program. So this program has a very multidisciplinary curriculum, issues of climate change, a global pandemic, terrorism, extreme poverty, conflicts, disasters. These all send really serious shockwaves through our communities and through industries as well as government. And so our courses really prepare its graduates with the tools required to address very complex 21st century problems that we're seeing in business, government, military. So we offer, it's a 30 credit hour program, all online, asynchronous, but we have lots of elements of student support. I often co-author with my students. We present our papers at conferences together. We also are offering for the very first time an initiative that was introduced by our dean, an internship program through the Department of Homeland Security, through the Human Rights Violators and War Crimes Center. So this is actually, the first offering started this January. We have 5 MHSR students currently enrolled, and we have live sessions with the center, with security analysts to discuss some really serious issues, human rights that are occurring in places like Tunisia, Libya, Pakistan, and it offers a really great setting for our students to work with the center to kind of learn how things work on their end, and possible entry into the realm of working in the federal government. We also offer a 4+1 Pathways program with 3 different programs. We have the BS in Homeland Security program. We offer a 4+1, the BS IS, the Interdisciplinary Studies, as well as the Daytona Beach Global Conflict Studies program. So you could just add on 1 more year and get a master's degree in some very exciting courses. And really, in terms of potential careers, you could go into the public, private, nonprofit sector. You could be a climate program manager, an intelligence officer, a policy advisor, a public health specialist. And we currently have students who work in all the branches of the military, Department of Justice, Defense, Commerce. We also have students working for Airbus, Boeing, Citibank, Deloitte, Pratt & Whitney. So we have a very kind of a diverse and broad representation across all sectors. If you have any questions at all about the program, I'm more than happy to set up a time to chat on Zoom to give you kind of a more in-depth overview of the curriculum. Thank you so much for being here today. Great to see you here. Thank you. Brianna, back to you.
Thank you so much, you guys, and thank you, Drs. Corbin, Eisner, Tain, and Chan. Thank you very, 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 very much. And thank you once again to all of our amazing department and program chairs. Embry-Riddle has phenomenal student success programs available for all of our students, as you've heard, and I'm excited to have you all meet the wonderful faculty members who are a part of those initiatives as well. Now, I would like to introduce the Vice Chancellor for Student Success, Dr. Jim Solti.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So thanks for the opportunity to talk with all of you. I will share my screen here. So I have the honor of leading a team of 200 individuals within the Department of Student Success. And our goal is to help you persist through your programs and to reach graduation. And specifically, my team is formed in 4 different groups. So we handle academic advising, and you're going to hear from Robin here in a second. We also handle academic scheduling, and so scheduling each of the courses during the different terms for which they are offered. We also have financial experts to assist you with processing of military benefits to include tuition assistance and GI Bill. And then, as was mentioned earlier within this program, we manage the 85 site locations around the United States. And so if you're interested in taking an in-person class or a blended class, we can also assist with that. Within our team, we also have our dual enrollment program, and I did see one of the students within the chat as part of that team. And then just separately, I am a faculty member within the College of Aviation and an engineer by trade. And I noticed we had a student within our ASEF program. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to me. So bottom line, the Department of Student Success is here to help you with any questions that you might have. I will enter my email within the chat as well. So if you can't find any resolution for any question you might have, give me a chance to handle that for you. Thanks for your opportunity to chat with you, and have a great day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Solti. We appreciate the opportunities and tools given to students to encourage a successful and academic career here at the university. Speaking of careers, please welcome Arnold James, our Executive Director of Career Services.
All right, thank you so much. I'm Arnold James with Career Services. It's always a pleasure to participate on this. I'm representing Career Services, and hopefully you can see my screen right about now. Well, we cover a wide area, of course, and our mission is to provide lifetime career support. And that means a lot right there, lifetime career support, which means that not only during the time that you're attending Embry-Riddle, but even when you turn 95, you can always come back, and we definitely will assist you in any way possible. So lifetime career support to all of our non-residential students and alumni. And we try to make sure that you are career ready. We'll talk about that in a little bit, how we can connect you with quality employers. as I said, lifetime career support especially for our military and for those who have prior work experience. And we based our philosophy on 4 pillars for career success, and those include career readiness. And when we say career readiness, we focus on some of those competencies that a lot of you think of as soft skills. And that is what make our students career ready, in addition to completing all of their academic studies. Career readiness, as well as career development, career preparation, and then last but not least, career resources. So what is career readiness? Basically, as I said, those are those soft skills that we focus on to polish students and make them ready on day one when they are hired by employers. So we focus on that, making sure that those areas are identified in their resumes, and that includes these 8 competencies. We partner with NACE, which is the National Association of Colleges and Employers. And here are the 8 competencies: career self-development, communication, which means both oral and written communication, critical thinking skills, equity and inclusion, leadership, professionalism, which also includes a good work ethic, not just the image, as well as teamwork, and last but not least, technology. So that covers career readiness. Career development, we have some of those assessments that we use to help students identify those career paths, as well as partner even more so with our faculty, who's been a tremendous advocate, including, I think I saw Dr. Trevor Adams on here and so many of the others. We also partner with quite a bit of faculty within their classes to make sure that they are getting the best advice possible. We focus on things like what career stage are you in? Where are you at? Let's say, for example, if a military person decides to separate from the military and they decide to, when they transition over to the civilian, decide to go a totally different direction. Well, we need to assess where they are. Do they need to take a step back, retrain, and then go forward? So we look at all of those areas and how we can make sure that they are successful. Career preparation, of course, that includes a lot of things, including free resume reviews. We use a platform called Handshake, as well as a whole lot of different resources, how to make sure that you format a resume correctly, cover letters, prepare for those interviews, those hard questions. We have, and we'll talk about this in career resources, show you how to network and provide networking opportunities. Career resources, we have so many career resources that we don't just provide you access to them, but we actually will schedule a one-on-one virtual session with you, with each student or alumni, so that we can walk you through and show you the logic behind of which resources you should use and how to make it very effective. Those include Handshake, as I mentioned before, but also we have things like Career Shift. We have Big Interview, which uses AI or artificial intelligence to help you record your interview process and give you feedback on how you can improve before you go to an interview. JobScan. JobScan is an excellent tool that we've been sharing with our students. JobScan allows you to upload your resume, upload a job description of the job you're getting ready to apply for, and it gives you a score, a matching score, because a lot of employers use what we call ATS, or applicant tracking systems, before you land an interview. So this helps you see what areas you're weak in, what areas you're strong in, helps you to put your best foot forward as a candidate. Last but not least, for those international students, we have a great platform called InterStride. If you're looking at not only international students, but if you are an Embry-Riddle student who's interested in working overseas or internationally, we provide a lot of those contacts and connections including those companies that honor or support H-1B status and provide sponsorship. I mentioned before, we have a number of networking events as well as career events. All of our worldwide students are welcome to attend any of our Embry-Riddle career events, including at Daytona Beach, at Prescott campus. You're certainly welcome to attend any of those. But Worldwide has its own, as you see my background there. We also do a virtual career expo. Our next one will be coming up in May the 3rd and the 4th. We will begin sending that out shortly. So again, we welcome all students and all alumni to attend these, as well as we have so many industry conferences that even your faculty are aware of. Heli Expo, NBAA, AUVSI. We encourage all of our students to not only to have a professional affiliation, but also to attend the industry conferences. I believe that is it. I'll end right there. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, I'll also include that in the, let's see, let me stop sharing there. I'll include that in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Arnold. And in addition to our career services, we also have programs such as Compass, Equates, and Vector, which we're actually going to hear about in a few seconds. On that note, to get the ball rolling, I would like to give the floor to J.R. Hanneman, the Director of Compass.
Thank you, Brianna. And I'm going to share my screen here and we will go. Great. Greetings, everyone. I'm Professor J.R. Hanneman, the Director of Compass, the Center of Mentorship Programs and Student Success. And I already put the link in the chat as to how you can get to Compass and how you can access it. And our goal is to help you navigate forward toward your graduation goals. And our experienced mentors can help guide you through this challenging world of higher education while you're trying to balance work, family, and life, and ultimately enable you to reach your graduation goals, preferably in a reduced amount of time. Now, Compass has 4 headings. Individual mentorship is one-on-one with a faculty member. Cohort is a small group with a faculty member with targeted topics that you cover. Research mentorship is with a faculty member as well, and it goes from the research topic all the way to publication. And we actually have 2 mentors that are from another college. So we're expanding out and the program is growing, so that's exciting. And finally, on the far right is the PAL mentorship, which is the peer and alumni leaders mentorship, where you have a student peer or a recently graduated student, an alumnus, who can help you step through a lot of the challenges that you may be having. So there's a lot of ways to contact us. Obviously, the email compass@erau.edu. Go to the Dean of Students, Student Success Services. We're on eUnion. In the chat, I put the Ernie site. And Compass has done a lot of great stuff. We're excited about everything that we've been able to do and all the students we've been able to help. But instead of me telling you all about what I think, we have with us 2 mentees, Amanda Branton and Marilee Aguilar, who will briefly share about their experiences in Compass. First up is Amanda.
Hi, I'm earning my Bachelor of Science in Engineering. And in the fall of 2021, I joined the Student Research Mentorship Program. Since then, I have improved my ability to effectively communicate with my peers and my superiors. This has helped me improve as a student. It's helped improve my research, and it benefited me as a presenter at the 2022 Research Symposium, where I presented our study on why students withdraw from online STEM courses. Sorry, stress. I was able to interact and discuss our study with students and professors and other faculty members while I was at the Student Research Symposium. And sharing our work at the symposium was the highlight of my time at Embry-Riddle. And the experience I would not have been able to have if I wasn't part of this program. So thank you.
Thanks, Amanda. Great job. And now for Marilee.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Marilee Aguilar. I'm currently working on finishing my Bachelor's of Science in Aeronautics here at Embry-Riddle Worldwide campus. I've had a wonderful experience in the Compass Mentorship Program. In the early stages of my college career, I felt like I was kind of lost. I'm the first in my family to attend college, so I didn't have anyone to show me the ropes or guide me. I learned about Compass through an advisor about 9 months ago, and ever since I've been doing Compass, I don't feel as lost anymore. Having a mentor has made a big impact on my educational journey and on my career planning. I find it really helpful to go over my long-term goals with my mentor and figure out what steps I need to take to reach them. Having someone to discuss my plans and ideas with has helped me keep my momentum going. Compass has shown me how much of an impact a mentor can make, and it has allowed me to provide that guidance to someone else as a peer mentor through Compass.
Thank you, Marilee. Appreciate that. And I appreciate their sharing their experiences with you tonight. Hopefully that's meaningful and you can connect with that. These are just 2 examples of the impact Compass Mentorship can have on your Embry-Riddle experience. And I hope you'll reach out and connect with us at Compass and let us help you navigate forward toward your graduation goals. Thank you. And I will turn it back over to Brianna.
Thank you so much, JR. And thank you, Amanda and Marilee, very, very much for taking the time today to share your valuable mentoring experiences. You both did a wonderful job. Next up, we will have Amy Reardon, the Director of Equates.
Hi, everybody. Let me see if I can share my screen really quick. Okay, can you see my PowerPoint? I guess, let me see here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Equates is everything quantitative for teachers and students. I'm the director, Amy Reardon. I have a co-director, Trevor Adams. Okay, what we have is we have students for our students, our phase 1 is video recording lectures and refreshers. So we're going to have a video repository that has all the video lectures that are contained in our math courses, and a repository so we can send emails, or we can send these videos to students really quick and easy to share when you are struggling with certain topics. And then the last thing we're going to have is for students, available for students, is workshops and tutoring programs. So instead of tutor.com, we want to get some peer tutoring going and stuff like that. So that's just kind of a brief overview of what we're going to do with Equates. And I'm going to drop a link in the chat of the video repository so you can join it in Canvas whenever you would like. Thanks, guys. And I'm going to turn it back over to Brianna.
Thank you so much, Amy. Next up, we're going to have Dr. Trevor Adams, the Director of Pathways.
Thank you very much, and I will share my screen as well quickly. Pathways to Success is sort of an umbrella term for all of the student success initiatives offered through the College of Arts and Sciences and throughout worldwide. We do this in partnership with various other academic units. We coordinate workshops and activities and are working on digital badging as people participate in these student success initiatives that we offer in terms of developing personal and academic skills. My contact information is there. Our latest offering is actually happening tomorrow at noontime. It's the Math and Science Skills Development Workshop happening at noontime Eastern. Again, you could reach us through pathways@eru.edu and also through eUnion to sign up for that particular class. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adams. And now I would like to turn it over to Dr. Megan Velez, the co-director of Vector.
Hi, everybody. Really quickly, I'm Megan Velez. I'm one of the co-directors of Vector, which is the virtual environment for communication, teaching, outreach, and research. And alongside Alex Reister, who you heard from earlier, we oversee the Virtual Communication Lab, which is a center to support you in all of your communication-related tasks that you have to complete as a student. So if you're nervous about any kind of paper or presentation that you have to complete for a class, you can actually utilize the Virtual Communication Lab for one-on-one or group tutoring. You can meet with a faculty member or another peer and go over your presentation or go over the draft of the paper that you're working on via Zoom. We also offer workshops on a variety of communication related topics like APA or how to deliver an effective presentation in Zoom. And we have a variety of online resources related to communication that you can access at any time in EARNI. And I did drop the link to our EARNI page in the chat. And you can see just a quick screenshot of that EARNI page. You can see our availability to schedule an appointment. And if you were to scroll down, you would see our workshop offerings there as well. I'm going to put my email address in the chat, but just really quickly to see if you can contact myself or Alex Reister with any questions about Vector or the Virtual Communication Lab. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much, Dr. Velez and Dr. Adams, and also Amy and JR, and also again for the two mentees for sharing those fantastic student resources. Last but not least, I would like to invite Robin Lother, the Executive Director for Academic Advising, to briefly speak on accessibility to advising and how they can guide students in the right direction.
Thank you so much for having me. I will share my screen as well super quickly. All right. Now, when it comes to academic advising, as a student, you'll have a designated advisor who specializes in advising in your unique degree program, and we assist you from admission through degree completion. Advisors can be reached in several ways. That includes by phone, email, or virtually through a Microsoft Teams call or video conference. So what can you expect from your advisor? Our role is to be your main point of contact, to guide and assist with any needs or questions that you might have. So there's multiple opportunities here that are involved with our student service on the screen as well. We support students by mapping out degree plans, ensuring that you are staying on track with your graduation goal. We assist with course selection, registration, ensuring prerequisites have been met, and we can even provide resources on funding and scholarship opportunities. We serve as the liaison between many departments. So as I mentioned before, even if we might not have all the answers, we are your main point of contact. We know how to get you in contact with someone else if your request is a little bit more complex than we are equipped to handle. So again, thank you. I know I'm wrapping things up here, so it's been a pleasure to speak in today's session and to have the opportunity to share some of the support mechanisms that you'll experience with your academic advisor. Your success is our #1 priority, and I speak on behalf of everyone when I say we are honored to have you as an Embry-Riddle student. I'll include my information in the chat box as well, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Robin, as always. And again, thank you to our incredible faculty that have joined us today this afternoon. Thank you for all of the valuable information. And also, again, once again, welcome to our new students and also any current students. And we would also like to congratulate those who have won the 4 raffles. So yay, we'll be contacting you after the convocation. So however, any students that are left online, if you have any questions, please feel free once again to drop them in the chat. Or if you have any future questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us, as we are always willing and able to assist you in any or current future educational needs. So now we'll take any questions, and thank you again for joining us.
Thanks, Brianna. Let me make a few additions. So #1, thank you and great job, Amanda and Marilee. That's fantastic. You did that great, and you demonstrated, where our communication training and everything. You are already 2 naturals, but you were still optimizing, and that was a great demo. So thank you. Also, thanks everybody if you did for giving of your evening. That's an additional hour asked for from colleagues and from students. And in the time zone anywhere in the world where it's evening. So thank you for giving of your evening. There were some questions that I wanted to take care of, and please feel free to drop messages on the chat and I'll be brief. But there were some questions for Arnold James, but because he also has evening, there are a couple of evening information sessions tonight, so he had to leave. And there were 2 questions. So does Career Services offer programming and events? Yes, it does. And you can check them out on wherever their homepage is, or directly, write to www.carsure, like CR, like Arnold posted in the chat. Maybe as I speak, Brianna, maybe you can just post Arnold email address once again. But is an important other question. How soon prior to graduation would you recommend us to attend the career event? So I am not Arnold, but I know that our recommendation is do it early, because like Arnold said, it also is a self-assessment where you are already strong and, a strong applicant based on the career they have in mind, and where you can still optimize. So the earlier you find out, where to optimize those areas, you can take care of that and then sign up for events from career services or out of pathways, and then with Compass and everything. So our recommendation is do it early. Don't do it one month before graduation, So do it early. That's very important, because the career events are part of our comprehensive effort and offering to make you career ready. And you want to do that. You want to take care of that early. That's very important. And then I also wanted to point out, like I said in the chat before, and I'm posting that again, sometimes it's confusing if you're in the process of picking a major, or if you are considering us as your educational partner for graduate studies or for undergraduate. It's sometimes confusing where to find out, what's offered where, because Embry-Riddle is big and the offerings are huge. So the best starting point that I recommend is to go to the worldwide catalog and their College of Arts and Sciences, and I posted that in the chat. I posted again because some other postings came up that were important. But this is where I would recommend you to start. And then also we are proud to have this immersive research partnership, among other things, with the US Department of Homeland Security, and they're like Dr. Tan mentioned, with the Human Rights Violators and War Crimes Center. We currently have the first round here. We are currently recruiting applicants for the second round, that is starting in the March term. It is credit earning as well. You can do that as part of your capstone in certain programs, or as an elective, or as a course substitution. So therefore, also, if you are interested, it will be relevant for you to reach out to articulate your interest in that particular research partnership with the DHS Human Rights Violators and War Crimes Center to Brianna. And maybe Brianna, you can once again put your email address in the chat, because there's a little application packet. And the restriction that the department gives us is that all applicants for that particular partnership, they need to be US citizens at the time and the partnership starts. So that's a requirement from the agency. But it's a wonderful experience. And I would encourage you to contact Brianna if that is of interest. And it's open to potentially all worldwide students. You don't have to be specifically in a security focused program, but Brianna can give you more information, so if that is of interest. Thanks everybody once again from my side as well for coming and for staying. And with that, back to Brianna. And like Brianna said, the chat is going to be a little still open for a few minutes if there's anything you want to drop, and then we can also get back to you on that. Thanks all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Siedschlag, and
great job, Brianna. So
thank you. Oh, thank you guys.
That's your first official moderation here, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Much
doing that.
appreciated. Thank you. I'm looking in the chat. Let me see. I don't know if this question was answered. In my dual enrollment course for meteorology, when I finish it and potentially graduate over into Embry-Riddle for my bachelor's or master's, how many years of study will I have shaved off? Does anyone want to answer that?
I'll go ahead and answer. I will take your contact information down so that either myself or someone else can follow up from advising or dual enrollment and be able to get you the answer to your question.
Perfect. And Robin, I'm actually going to go ahead and send them your information in the chat. Let me see. And thank you to those that have been answering any questions that you see in the chat. It's much appreciated. Let me see. Sam said, being a student without military experience, I've been hearing a lot about preferences to military personnel getting jobs in the aviation industry. Currently studying BS and aviation maintenance management. Should that be a discouraging event? Would anyone like to attempt answering that question?
So yeah, I'll give it a shot. So right now, the good news is, so no, it should not be a discouraging event. So what we see within the industry is there's a great need for not only aviation maintainers, but those who manage their projects. And so I think you're spot on in a tremendous major that's going to be much needed by the MROs and our industry partners. So if you want to reach out and talk specifically to an expert within the College of Business associated with that program, I'm happy to make that connection. But I don't see any preferences with those who have military experience or not.
Thank you so much, Dr. Solti. And let me see, I'm looking to see if there's any more questions. Sam says thank you for answering the question. And it looks like the other ones were answered. Perfect. All right. So it looks like that we're actually all clear for questions.
I'm sorry. There's one. Aisha wants to know if attending the career fairs as a sophomore is too early.
I'll jump in on that one as well. I know Arnold had to hop off. I would say from my experience in working with students and advising, when they have similar questions, we'd say no. The sooner the better, you know, even for incoming admitted students, setting up an account with Handshake, getting familiar with your resources through career services, the earlier the better. And if you're interested in co-ops or internships, as a sophomore, you know, you have a lot of time to look into opportunities. So I would say as a sophomore, that's perfect timing.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Steph, for that, keeping a lookout on that. Much appreciated. And hopefully that answered your question. Do we see any other questions in the chat, Steph? Nothing? Okay. Well, it looks like that we are all good. Thank you once again to our students. Oh, hold on. When is starting research advised? Catherine Masters. Would anyone like to answer that? Maybe.
And so I'm happy to put on my academic faculty hat here. So, you know, the question is really associated with, you know, I would find a faculty mentor that can help you with sort of those research efforts. But from my experience, you can't start research efforts too soon, whether you're within a bachelor's program or a master's program. You know, that sort of critical thinking skill and the courses available to you are going to help you in all your other academic endeavors. So I encourage you to get started early. We also have a great scholarship and grants team that can go out and find additional funding to support research as well.
Thank you very much, Dr. Solti. And it looks like that I was able to answer the question. Also, thank you to those who contributed to answering that as well and contacting Compass. Other than that, thank you once again to everybody who's joined us, and thank you to all of the students. And it looks like tutoring.com is still available, as well as Equates.
That was answering another question.
Perfect.
Brianna.
All right. I'll give it one more second for any more questions.
There is one question further up, sorry, and it is, are the 10 free hours within tutor.com not available now that Equate is becoming available? But the answer is they are still available.
That
right?
was my
Because
answer.
that's a
Yes, they're
different,
still
right? So
available.
just to make sure. So that takes care of April's question, just
Yes.
making sure.
Um,
And then there's another question from Catherine.
Is there any specific company, location you are looking to work at? Catherine, by any chance, could you clarify? That's for Sam. Okay, thank you. And then any more questions? All right. If you guys do have any more questions, please feel free once again to contact me. I can go ahead and resend my email, and I can make sure I can forward you to the correct departments that you're looking for. And once again, thank you very, very much to our students for attending our convocation, and good luck with your spring term. Thank you. Bye, everyone.